Hello everyone, my name is Karen Ford, this is Nassar Dalal, and this is Dragan and Panic. We're all employees of Vancity and we're here on the Vancity Cooperative Studies program in Bologna, Italy. We are on day 4 of our program and we've had an amazing time and our brains have been full of new information, and today we had the opportunity of visiting a social cooperative. It's actually a consortium and they have 11 co-ops that are members with them, and their name is Solco Insieme, and then later this afternoon we went to go see this other co-op that was completely for-profit, and their name was Manutin Co-op, and it was quite interesting to see the differences between the two but also the similarities. What did you guys learn?
You go first.
The fact that you can have a co-op and still make money, basically, because our idea back home is that co-ops, as you mentioned earlier today, is that the granola companies, all they do is wait for funding from governments, do the little piece that they can, and then move on. But these are companies that the only way that they actually get funding from the government is when they do a job for them. And they compete against other capitalistic firms for jobs, right?
So you kind of think about that as actually getting money from the government because they're getting paid for the services.
Exactly,
the government is a client, just like, I mean, we could provide services to
I mean, there's no grants.
For profit, right?
Exactly,
Yeah, no, I thought it was really interesting, and the fact also that a part of their business, they're helping this morning. This organization helps disadvantaged workers, so they're providing jobs for them, but they're also doing work for profit companies. For example, they showed us a pilot pen, and they're putting together a pilot pen, exactly, that we use every day, and they are actually putting together a component of the pen that has to be done by hand. So these disadvantaged workers that can't necessarily get work in the regular workforce, and they're trying to get them integrated into the regular workforce, but they're providing that service. And then we had that question of, well, why would a for-profit business choose to do it with a cooperative? And basically, as long as they're doing it the exact same job, this for-profit business is actually giving back to the community and fulfilling their corporate social responsibility. And that's why they are choosing to give the business to this cooperative that's giving back to the social community. So I thought that was really incredible what they're doing.
And do you know that Pilot Pen is actually a Japanese company, so there's actually an international trade component to this whole thing.
And they have, across all these co-ops, they have quality control to make sure that these products are up to the standards of the manufacturers that are bringing them business, and that it's the same as another firm that they could have done the bid across.
And Nassar has
all the geeky numbers.
Let's let him do the geeky numbers.
So it's not just about assembling pilot pens, but let's see. So there are 11 co-ops, and between them they run 3 restaurants. They run a catering business. They run a movie theater. They run another theater. They run a beer manufacturing establishment, and there was one more which I confess I've forgotten right now. Their total revenues in the last year were 8.6 million euros. They employ 346 people, and each and every one of these co-ops is profitable because, like the guy said, you have to have the social motive in mind, but you have to run a successful business because if the business does not run, then you have no money to meet your social objectives.
Exactly.
And to my mind, that's what we can actually take away from it. And the next place also, talk about that.
Yeah. I mean, that's a huge company. Their profits are 1.2 billion.
Revenues are 1.2 billion.
Revenues are
billion.
Euros.
That's times 1.25 and no. 16,000 employees.
The banker's coming out now.
16,000 employees. They are a co-op and they own a company which then owns about 100 and something business units.
And they are worldwide.
Yeah.
And they provide, what do they call it? Facility management services.
Yeah, gardening, landscaping,
property
management, cleaning services.
Elevator maintenance, HVAC maintenance.
Security that don't require guns. So fire prevention systems and alarm systems.
In fact, he said that 3 things that don't do was IT and the guns and sword kind of stuff. And catering. These are the 3 services that do not provide, otherwise it's a one-stop shop for everything businesses require.
And they can do it on a grand scale as opposed to one client coming to them and just getting a little piece of it. They can come to them and get all the services done.
And
out of their 16,000 employees that they have, It's 664 members that are part of this co-op. They go through a process to actually become a member. You become an employee. You have to wait 3 years. Then you pay a minimum €7,000 membership fee to apply to become a member. Once you become a member, you're there for life basically, and you're guaranteed a job for life.
Their office made ours look like a university cafeteria.
Yeah, our 12th floor.
I'm talking about the board. I'm talking about the board.
Yeah.
And and they had this whole concept of running a fantastic business, and they have an 8.5% average return on investment
on their members' investment.
Yeah.
So if I invest $10,000. Next year, I'm going to get an average of 8.6%.
So how many shares in the market consistently give 8.5% return?
Yeah.
So
It's just amazing to see that, back home, and I know I'm guilty of this. You think of a cooperative granola type business that is basically just trying to run the social services. It's beyond that, and there's so much opportunity for cooperatives out there. So
it's very inspiring.
Yep.
I mean, when we went to Chia, it was a co-op that helped all the other co-ops set up. They did their administrative work, so these co-ops could do what they were good at, could run their restaurants, could do their daycares, could do everything else, and then they had sort of a head co-op that took care of all the rest of the stuff they weren't specialized in.
So that's proof positive that you can run a successful business and use that business as your as the base for meeting social objectives. You can this the second place that we went to, it had 58% of the employees were women.
Mm-hmm.
that's right.
6 out of 17 board members were women.
Mm-hmm.
So they meet all kinds of other objectives around them, and all this can be done without having to rely on our tried and tested the Western capitalist model of running a business, and not going and becoming like totally communist and that kind of stuff either. So there is a way this can be done.
Happy medium. So as you can see, we're obviously very, very excited, and we've had some amazing experiences so far. So we're really excited to hear your feedback back home. So please respond on our blog. And
Make comments.
Let us know what you want to see. If you have any questions, because this is what we're here for. So
But be
please
nice.
respond. Yeah, be nice. Be nice. 'Cause,
Very important.
Yeah.
They're far away from home. We miss you guys. Be nice.
Yeah. So thank you for watching, and we look forward to giving you more information. Thanks, guys.
Can we make the other video now?